Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm going to show you how you can make some of your videos look better while you're editing. So as you can see here, I have this clip, and currently I use the GoPro Hero 3 to shoot, but the quality isn't the best because I film in 60 frames a second, and on the GoPro 3 you can only do 720p, which is HD, but it's not the best HD. So I'm going to play that real quick. So it just looks like this. So I'm going to show you how you can make that clip look better, like you shot it in like a real HD camera. So first, what you want to do, if you're on iMovie, you want to make sure you have advanced settings on. You want to go to preferences, and then you just want to make sure that show advanced tools is on. So what you do next is you go to video. There's also on iMovie there are some filters that you can use, but that's more if you want a theme to your project. So right here, as you can see, you have video things like you can change like the exposure, brightness, saturation, all those things. So what you want to do is you just want to play around with it a little bit. So like with the GoPro, I noticed there's not a lot of color in the footage. So to change the color, you bring the saturation up a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want too much or else it'll look fake. And then you might want to move the contrast up, because if you move that up, it'll make the colors pop a little more. And then usually I move the brightness up a little bit too, just so, especially if you're filming in low lighting, you want to make sure that your brightness is up a little bit, but not too much, because if you put your brightness up too much, it'll look like that. It'll look bad. So I usually put it up a little bit. And then exposure, you can move it up or down. And usually I don't mess with the exposure much. So right now you can see the clip is already looking a little better. And another thing is you want to make sure that if you're not filming in slow motion, you don't want to optimize your clips when you're importing them, because that'll, on some computers, that'll actually make it appear more grainy. So unless you have to optimize it to make it in like slow or fast motion, don't, because that'll make the footage more grainy. And just play around with the settings a little bit. If you have a better editing system like Sony Vegas Pro or something like that, you might have better options. But just on iMovie, this is all you have. So just play around with these for a little bit until you find what's right. Okay, so I think I found what I wanted. So let's see how that looks. So as you can see, the colors pop a little more, and sometimes when you bring the contrast up, that takes out some of the blurriness. So if it looks a little foggy, sometimes bringing the contrast up will help with that. If it looks kind of dull, you want to bring the saturation up. If it looks really dim, you want to bring the brightness up a little bit. And exposure, I don't mess with exposure too much, because usually that doesn't do much. So now let's compare the two clips. So here's the first one, unedited, and then here's the second one that's edited. And as you can see, the colors pop a little more. Some of that blurriness is taken out. So yeah, that's about all I have. Like, drop a comment down below, subscribe. I post videos every Thursday, and yeah, that's about it.